GradeAUnderA did not have much production value appeal. His video's fundamental formula revolved around MS Paint and Windows Movie Maker. Yet effortlessly, Grade's commentary managed to endear a plethora of dwellers across the vast plains of the internet. And it wouldn't be long before Grade had taken advantage of his absurd yet unique style to stand out amidst a vast crowd of YouTubers and amass over 2 million subscribers in a single year. Grade's story begins with a set of 2 videos uploaded in early 2013.
The guy starts cutting your hair, and about halfway through it starts to look good. It starts to look really, really nice. But by the end of it, it looks dog shit! What did you do? I blinked. I blinked, mate. And after he's ruined your hair, he has the nerve to look you in the eye and ask you, what do you think, mate? And you tell him it looks good every time. And then you pay him for it. And you pay him for fucking your hair up.
However, much like the rest of the 300 hours of video uploaded every minute to the site, his videos went fairly unnoticed, and for the foreseeable future, that's where Grade's videos would lay. Dormant. Hell, even Grade himself admits to forgetting about the channel. It wasn't until October the 1st of 2014, nearly 19 months after Grade's initial upload, that a Reddit user by the name of Bonaboy would submit one of Grade's videos to r/videos. Little did this unsuspecting poster know of the cataclysmic events he had set in place. Grade's video began to spread like wildfire. The post shot through the ranks and snowballed to the point of breaking through to r/all. And in just under a day, Grade's video had gained over 400,000 views. The video was so widely publicized that Grade became aware of his forgotten video's sudden popularity, not through YouTube or Reddit, but from seeing people share his video on Facebook. And 19 days after Bonaboy's Reddit post, Grade uploaded a video announcing his return to the channel. Grade had picked up his newly lit torch and proceeded to run with it, and run with it he did. For the coming months, Grade would push out content regarded by his viewers as some of the purest, a more relatable and down-to-earth type of guy than the one we would eventually come to know. With the help of Reddit, Grade became a runaway success, with every upload only serving to further expand the spotlight on his YouTube stage, and helping to draw in his audience, an audience who craved for Grade's commentary about innocuous everyday things which we've all at some point encountered or at the very least have heard of. And surprisingly early on into Grade's career, he actually attracted the attention of none other than ex-host of Equals 3, Ray William Johnson.
Which I'm sure was a really clever joke at the time.
It was brought to Grade's attention that Ray had plagiarized some of the jokes in one of his videos. Grade was not happy. To be fair, it's not like Grade's claims were all that unsubstantiated, and as a result, Ray actually caught some heat and cowardly disabled the like to dislike bar. Looking at the comment section today, you'll notice that there's not a single comment referring to Grade, truly proving Grade created content for only the most civil and diplomatic of people. Yeah, I don't buy it. Something's fishy. So I decided to act on my suspicions and conduct a small test. I posted a comment with just the word grade. Then I went on an incognito window to see if the comment would appear for a user who wasn't me. And as you can see, nothing. So it would seem as if Ray has removed any comments containing Grade's name, as well as making it so comments have to be manually approved before being visible to everyone. To some, undeniable evidence. Maybe he was sick of the spam, or maybe he didn't want this whole controversy spilling into his comment section where it would potentially be seen by some of his core audience. But I don't think we'll ever be able to tell for sure. Regardless, this was only a minuscule bump in the road when fully examining Grade's timeline. Very quickly after this debacle,
4 days in fact,
Grade would continue his renowned style of video. This is where he would start to incorporate traditional type of thumbnails which his videos would become known for. One of his videos from this time bolstering over 10 million views today and sprouting out gems like my personal favorite on men's fashion.
This guy looks like he's in the process of getting changed. Like he was stood there going, 1 second mate, let me just quickly do this button up on my sleeve and then I'll tuck my shirt in and then I'll pose for you, yeah? And then the guy just took the picture. As far as not tucking your shirt in goes, right? The only pass I'll give is to this guy here, because he obviously can't tuck his shirt in the first place, can he? Because look, poor lad hasn't got any fucking arms. Contrary to my initial belief, right, this guy is not ignoring the sleeves of his jacket because he lost his arms in Nam. This arsehole has arms. 2 of them.
On September of 2015, Grade had amounted over 100,000 subscribers. 4 times that of where he was only a few months earlier. But this was only the beginning. Grade's world was about to get a whole lot bigger. He continued giving his captivated audience the same content they desired from day one, picking up traction faster than ever before, doubling his subscriber count to 200,000 in the month of November and 400,000 by December. It was also somewhere around this time that Grade had become close friends with both Keemstar and Leafy is Here, another two of the fastest growing channels of that time, and by February of 2016, Grade had surpassed the 1 million subscriber milestone, with his videos exposing fake pranks gaining him significant notoriety in the YouTube community.
If this video is real, this part of the video literally goes against one of the fundamental laws of physics, which is the law of conservation of momentum. Have the laws of physics as we know them today been shown to be false all along by this YouTube prankster? Well, in short, yes, they have.
Following the fallout, a debate was held on Keemstar's Drama Alert consisting of Grade and Joseph Costello, a YouTube prankster who Grade had slammed on previously. Till this day, the video remains one of the most viewed on the entirety of the Drama Alert channel. And not so surprisingly, Grade came out on top in this debate, we'll call it. My point is, by doing so, Grade had not only boosted his credibility, but he also extended his reach with more potential viewers and caused more traffic to flow to his already bustling channel. And just like that, from one mere Reddit post, Grade's channel went from completely dead to cemented as a predominant voice on the platform and was seemingly unstoppable. So what exactly went wrong? What caused Grade to suddenly slip into an unsustainable rate of decline?
What's more than that, right?
If, after hearing that, you don't see him as a problem, can have serious consequences. It's just a prank, bro. Stop idolizing your favorite YouTubers. Don't be so butthurt when someone criticizes your favorite YouTuber, and your favorite YouTuber is probably a cunt anyway.
GradeAUnderA YouTuber, GradeAUnderA. GradeAUnderA. I know GradeAUnderA.
Grade A was
I've spoken to Grade.
GradeAUnderA.
This is a GradeAUnderA fella.
Huge fucking shout out to GradeAUnderA.
While February was the month Grade achieved new heights, it was also the same month Grade would fall into the trap of Monkey Jones enthusiast Reactor. Before its encounter with Grade, Reactor had made a slew of satirical videos mocking reaction channels. The satire was so convincing that when Reactor spliced together clips of Grade speaking to make it seem as if Grade was advertising Reactor's channel, Grade fell for the bait, genuinely thinking that Reactor was trying to play it off as if he and Grade were good friends.
Hey, what's up everybody? Reactor here, and I'm about to watch a video that one of my friends made. Just a little bit of a background. He has a YouTube channel where he makes videos like once a week, and when I told him that I had my own YouTube channel now, he said he wanted to make a video for me to watch. This is his channel.
First things first, I just want to comment on this right away, okay? If you don't know, one of my favorite YouTube channels is Reactor, right? Despite what they...
And sure, while this scandal wouldn't have much repercussions until about a year later, it showed the most observant of viewers Grade's true colors. And it was all smooth sailing until May of 2016, that the hairline cracks in Grade's character and credibility began to become apparent on a wider scale, with Grade's classic "The YouTuber's complaining about drama rant" articulating his decisive and firm yet fair argument points as to why these YouTubers shouldn't be listened to. Is what he should have done. What Grade did instead was center his video around defaming and roasting, probably taking a page off his boy Leafy. A massive mistake considering many of his viewers took note of the drastically large void of any substance. This is dreck of a video marking where many viewers like Quentin Reviews began to see the flaws in Grade's videos. What's that noise?
What, you didn't know there was a whole angry mob against Grade A? You've probably been hanging out on YouTube. This angry mob is over on Reddit.
It was somewhere around this time that an angry mob was beginning to take form on Reddit. Users on Grade's subreddit began to record and track Grade's sudden rampant abuse of power. As if his timing couldn't have been any worse, it was Grade himself who hit the final nail in the coffin. While he may have been generating a lot of bad attention over on Reddit, on YouTube Grade was only mildly disliked by a small minority, and for the most part was still well perceived in the eyes of many viewers. That all changed on June 19th, where Grade decided to cash in his last remaining bit of credibility to backstab and take part in the Keemstar exposed trend. While the shit for brain masses enjoyed the diluted drama, the less naive viewers on a wider scale than ever before began to take note how Grade aimed to use his influence. Grade's blatant hypocrisies and attempts to pollute the public agenda were now more apparent to a larger percentage of the YouTube audience. This only increased in the following months due to the Baited podcast. Baited helped to sway public opinion by reinforcing what many had already known, but also managed to reach some of the more dense of GradeAUnderA's followers. And sure, while all these events were culminating in bi-weekly succession, completely decimating Grade's once untouchable reputation, most YouTubers who speak on Grade's story don't mention that something in the background was beginning to stir.
You can turn back now, or learn the stuff they don't want you to know. Here are the facts.
In December of 2017, a whistleblower by the name of Tower Dog leaked classified information regarding a secret meeting to talk about what to do with the rise of channels which Google considered toxic and unwanted. Amongst the channels mentioned, Grade was one of them. This meeting took place in May of 2016. 1 month later, the demonetization system was launched, which we now understand affects a whole lot more than just the ads on your videos. Grade came into 2016 as a powerhouse, and entered 2017 bleeding subscribers for the first quarter of the year. And with his old YouTube allies dead, the angry Reddit mob closing in, and viewer opinions swiftly changing in the ending half of 2016, along with a sharp decline in stats, Grade's mental health began to deteriorate. A handful of uploads were pumped out before Grade slowly capitulated to inactivity, and that's where Grade's channel lays today, the same way it was before his return. Grade's story holds a mirror up to the audience, to not take everything your favorite YouTuber says as gospel, to discern when someone's presenting a false narrative or being manipulative. Grade was just held at such a high degree in the commentary community that the general viewer base accepted a lot of what Grade said, even when he presented a flawed argument, including myself.
So GradeAUnderA, one of the greatest YouTubers ever, honestly, whose videos I just fucking love, recently released a video addressing YouTube drama. Now, about damn time.
I stopped watching and supporting Grade when he backstabbed Keemstar, his action shattering the image of the humble voice of reason we once knew. As to why the rest of the YouTube audience took so long to notice Grade's wrongdoings, I firmly believe it's because they didn't want to. They all kept this idea of Grade being the same person he was from that very first upload. And when it comes to people we look up to and trust, it can be really difficult to come to terms with their wrongdoings. But then there's people who take it a step further. They begin to treat the YouTuber like some sort of god. The same type of mindless fools who overlook a lot of the lackluster shit their favorite YouTuber may potentially do, and harass anyone who criticizes or has even the most minor of negative thoughts about their favorite YouTuber. And it's an awful side effect. It's a type of obsessive fanboyism that can really rub off on the content creator, the kind talked about by Uncle Dane.
When a YouTuber gets his ego stroked by hundreds of thousands of people every day, it can be difficult to stay grounded. It can be difficult for that person to keep thinking of themselves as a person, and it makes it that much easier for them to believe in their own hype. Someone with that much influence can do a lot of harm if their morals aren't in the right place, but it all stems from the mentality of a very vocal minority of the YouTube audience.
As Lord Acton put it, power tends to corrupt, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Much like Leafy, Grade allowed his numbers to get the better of him. He started abusing his influence, backstabbing his friends, and being highly hypocritical, using his platform to make his followers echo his personal beliefs and push his agenda. And in the end, Grade's channel was but a walking shadow. A poor player who strut and fret his hour upon the YouTube stage and then was heard no more. It's a story of an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.